A car with a long history and pedigree was this Datsun 160J driven by Rob Hellier, navigated by Sam Jethwa. The only thing that remains from its illustrious past is probably the number plate, but the car has been totally rebuilt. It was never going to break any records, but they did do remarkably well to finish 21st and claim 3rd in the division. Taking 2nd in the division were the regular crew of Sandeep Jandu and Gurdeep Mehangra, who were suffering from the heat, but it was the same for everyone. Despite this, they were the fastest of the four-wheel drives in the category to take 18th overall. The fastest of the Division 3 crews were Stefano Roca and Franco Donadel in a Datsun 240Z. It may have been two-wheel drive, but the raw power of the car combined with Stefano's vast experience made them uncatchable. They finished 16th, taking the early lead in the Classic Car Cup. The Division 3 competition is expected to be hard fought through the season, but for now, Stefano Roca holds the lead ahead of Sandeep Jandu and Rob Hellier. The service park and HQ was located at the Voyo Wildlife Lodge, situated on the edge of the vast Savo East National Park. It is an oasis in a harsh landscape and an absolute paradise for tourists who are guaranteed unlimited views of wildlife as they stroll across the plains. The tranquil and attractive setting surrounds a waterhole where an abundance and variety of animals are frequent visitors, including a resident hippo, flocks of bird life, and a constant flow of elephants. All this was in stark contrast to what was going on at the rear of the lodge, as the rally cars underwent desperately needed service against tight deadlines. Peter Horsey and Despage Morris had repaired their pickup and were back out on the route, sweeping the road, taking advantage of getting more stage miles behind the wheel. With 3 sections and 65 stage kilometers still remaining, the rally was far from over, with leaderboard positions still open. The only crew who were relatively safe were Alistair and Adrian Kavanagh, who held a 70-second lead, enough for them to consider backing off. Carl Tundo and Tim Jessup had most to gain. They were in 4th, but their goal was to recover 2nd, which meant they had to be 38 seconds faster than the 2 cars ahead. Anthony Nielsen and Mike Ogopit had at last found a rhythm, but it was too late to attack, and they concentrated on maintaining a pace to secure 9th. For Baldev Chaga and Raju Semi, nothing had changed. They continued to get what they could out of the old Impreza, and although they recovered 19 seconds, it made no difference on the leaderboard, and they finished 8th. With the times between the top 6 so close, it was a race all the way to the end. In the hot conditions, it was also a test of stamina and concentration.
Go. Okay, 150. Left.
Jas Mangat and Gihan De Silva were caught out by the increased pace of the others, losing 20 seconds, which was enough to drop them from 5th to 6th. Azhar Anwar and Julius Gige saw an opportunity, and by picking their lines with more precision and extracting more from the car, they were faster than Mangat, and they overtook to take 5th. Although the stages were being run for the 2nd time, it was not an advantage, and the onus was more on the navigators reading the notes than the drivers recalling the roads. It was teamwork, and Alex Horsey and Frank Gitao were completely in sync. Although they were 30 seconds quicker than before, they dropped a place to finish 4th, their best result ever.
Do you think that you can match Alistair, Ian, Carl? Do you think that's coming?
It's coming soon. I've only done
10, 11 rallies in these sorts of cars before, or 10, 11 rallies in the last 5 years. So I'm still building up the experience to get there.
Ian Duncan and Amos Slutchett settled into the Evo 9, upping their speed to match the front-end pace. They were immediately over a minute faster through the stages, but whilst they had been going quicker, so had the others, and they had to accept third.
Are you surprised with today's result, for the first time out?
Oh, it's fine for the first result. It would have been a bit better to be competitive on the first few sections, but instead of being so slow, but yeah, otherwise it was fine.
Carl Tundo and Tim Jessup are always at their best when the stakes are high, and they flowed through the stages totally committed, never putting a wheel out of place. They needed 38 seconds, which seemed impossible, but incredibly gained 41 and well deserved to come second.
I didn't think I could catch, but it obviously went better than expected. Actually, the penultimate section is where I did it. I really pushed through there, and it was a clean, smooth run. So got to the end and was quite surprised.
The rally had belonged to Alistair and Adrian Kavanagh right from the start. All they had to do was gauge their pace to just stay in front. But in the driving seat, it was business as usual, and they were even fastest through the penultimate stage. At the finish, it was once again the Dalbit team in first and second, with the defending champion taking the honours.
No, it's great. It can't be a better start to the season, and to win with Adrian, first time I think we've rallied in a long time. I don't know when we rallied last, and we certainly haven't won a rally since Kisumu, God knows how long ago. So, no, it's great, really good.
And the winners of the KCB Personal Launch Rally 2011.
Alistair Kavanagh eventually won by well over a minute, with Ian Duncan and Carl Tundo separated by 3 seconds. Hardik Ressi came 7th, the highest placed Division 2 driver. Stefano Roca was the best of the Division 3 drivers in 16th, followed closely by Sandip Chandu and Gurdeep Mihangra in 18th. 28 cars finished with Syed Hamad and Ben Mushemi out of place in 20th and 22nd. The KCB Personal Loans Rally was the first of 8 rounds in the 2011 Championship Series, and for now, Alistair Kavanagh leads by 20 points from Carl Tundo, with Ian Duncan in third.